This is my 2013 Mazda Miata. I fucking love this car. Now it has a few issues. The paint isn't perfect. The soft top has a few leaks, and yeah, the bumper has a few scrapes here and there, but yeah, the main issue is this. It's a little annoying. It leaks pretty bad from back here, and it looks like it might leak from here, but when I washed the car, I didn't get any leaks from there, but I did get a leak from here, and this area is, I can see straight through that. So that is one issue. Sometimes it doesn't like going down too with the duct tape, but it works. When I initially bought it, the seat retractor didn't fully retract, and as you can see here, it still doesn't really retract, but when it's actually on my body, which is here, it retracts fine enough. I just have to pull it up. It's not a pressing issue as of now, but might be something I want to fix in the future. Another thing, the seats are ripped pretty bad here. This seat is in basically mint condition. It's a little dirty, but the steering wheel has a little bit of wear, and the clutch, when I push it in, makes a bit of squeaking sounds. It's a 5-speed manual, which is exactly what I'm looking for. I'm pretty sure the higher trims came with a 6-speed, so I assume this is the lowest trim, which is the sport trim, which I'm perfectly fine with. It being a lower trim actually gives me more modding opportunity. For example, I know on the Bose sound system, you would have to get like a separate amplifier if you wanted to put in newer speakers. But with this bass sound system, I can do really anything I want, and I don't have to worry about an amplifier. Although you can still play an amplifier to make it louder. However, I'm probably not going to do that because I don't want to spend the money. But yeah, in terms of driving, this thing is absolutely perfect. I think it was a steal for $7,900. Actually, when we got there, we were able to talk them down to $7,300 because of the damage, because not all of this damage is actually listed on the listing. So talking down to $7,300. The Elantra, which is what I traded in, my 2018 Hyundai Elantra, was worth $9,000, or at least they took the trade in for $9,000. So I'm actually getting a check. I got a check for $1,200 to put into this car. So with that being said, let's, I guess, go over some of the mods that I'm gonna do to it. Now, I'm not trying to do anything crazy. Like most of the mods I'm trying to do are just to make it like a better daily driver, you know, like a 7-inch screen for Apple CarPlay, better speakers, maybe some nice leatherette seat covers, a new steering wheel. I've already ordered most of those things. Those will be coming in the mail in a few days, so expect some videos in the coming weeks of me making this car really nice. And number one priority right now, well, maybe not my number one priority, but definitely a pressing issue, is this leaky soft top, because there's a thunderstorm coming next week, and that might be annoying. But as of now, in the dry spring, which is really weird to say, but it's been a relatively dry spring thus far, it hasn't been an issue. It's only been an issue when I washed the car and I had a few leaks, but honestly, the leaks aren't that bad considering how damaged the rear window is. The leaks aren't too bad. And again, yet again, I paid $7,300 for a 2013. I'm so happy with this car. This is like the best. This is the best thing. This is like the But yeah, you know, originally, as I said in my previous video, I was looking for an NA or an NB. NC wasn't top of my priority list. I didn't necessarily think they were the prettiest cars, and the NA with the pop-up headlights is just a really, really iconic car. But also they're like 30, they're coming up on like over 30 years old now. So there would just be some issues. It's just gonna be a lot of issues that pop up with the car. And like I said in the previous video, I'm fine with fixing like some of the mechanical issues that might pop up. But with a 30-year-old car, I feel like it would just become annoying. Since this is gonna be my daily driver, I want a vehicle that at the very least is dependable. And so yeah, I'm super happy that I managed to stumble across this car. The paint and body is in really good shape. There are a few hail dents. The clear coat in some areas is kind of chipped a little bit. There's one kind of rock chip there. Besides that though, the body's in really good shape. The brake, I believe the rotors are new, which is nice. Although I might in the future put on some nicer brakes. But Actually, I don't know. Honestly, these brakes are as they are pretty good for what I need. And as long as I don't, end up doing any mods that boost the power, I think they'll be fine. Let's look at the engine bay. Just got back from the store, so it's probably going to be a little hot. Yes, indeed it is. This engine definitely runs pretty warmer than the Elantra for sure, but also it's been a little hot the last couple days, so that probably has something to do with it. The engine coolant expansion tank, whatever these are called, is yellowing, and I know on these NCs, when they yellow like that, it usually is a sign that they're about to go out, so I might change that. I haven't checked the air filter or the coolant yet. Antifreeze looks like it's fine. And brake fluid, just from like looking at it from here, it looks fine, but I will check on that once the engine is cooled down. I haven't had a chance to do it yet because I've just been very busy this week. But yeah, the motor looks really good. Yeah, this is just a really good car. I believe the motor makes about 170 horsepower and 140 pound-feet of torque, which doesn't sound like a lot, but keep in mind this car only weighs like 2,500 pounds. So compared to the Elantra, which is like 150 horsepower and it weighed over 3,000 pounds, this thing feels zippy. So yeah, definitely expect some videos in the coming weeks, primarily focused on this car. Because yeah, there's a lot of stuff I want to do to it, and with that $1,200 check I just got, yeah, I got a pretty good amount of money to put into it from the start. And with the school year ending and me having plenty of free time with the summer, I will definitely be able to devote more time into this car. So yeah, I actually, today on my way home, I bought some new windshield wipers because the windshield wipers on these are really bad. So yeah, we're gonna try, and this is, I guess, the first, not necessarily modification, but the first fix I have. Actually, later today, I'm gonna repair, I don't know if you can see, but that mirror is cracked and delaminating, so I'm going to repair that as well later today. But just for now, I'm gonna go ahead and take these off. There we go. I don't know if you can tell, but with the old one, it is pretty worn. Here is the new one for comparison. Well, that was a whole fucking ordeal. I had to go back to the AutoZone because apparently, even though their website said that these were the right size, it wasn't going on. So I went back and yeah, apparently their fucking website was wrong or something. But yeah, they traded it out and they didn't charge me any extra. But yeah, actually, it was worth it because in the end, I met a guy who's really cool. He talked to me, he complimented me on the car, said it was a really good example. And we had a really good conversation. He had like an old 80s Mercedes. I can't remember the model off the top of my head, but yeah, he was a really cool guy. And that's the best part of owning this car is just it's such like an iconic car. People compliment you so much on it. When you're driving on the road, you get waves and shit. People smiling at you. It's just really fun. I love it so much. But yeah, I have a lot more videos in the future planned on this car, so I hope you'll stick with me.